Saturday?
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday. That's my cousin's birthday. I don't know.
If you're going to be here in the morning.
Yeah, your cousin is wait outside so you get out of here.
She can join. She can come on.
She can join us.
Right. Happy birthday.
Be like.
V Life. Y'all check in with us, okay? 504.
Hey. What?
Hello.
Oh, wow.
Put them in the V Life crew. Yeah. V Life crew. Yeah. V Life crew. Yeah. What you gonna do? V Life crew. Yeah. What you gonna do? V Life crew. No favors. None. We ain't got none. We ain't got no favors.
I don't need no favors.
We ain't got no favors to give. No favors to give.
And this is
No favors to give.
He don't lie to us.
He don't lie to us.
That's the engineer.
All right.
/ owner. He's a great guy.
He's an amazing guy.
You
Definitely
see him at the
an
bar,
amazing
buy him
guy.
a drink.
Well, it's
If not, Audrey gonna buy you one.
Hello.
Tap inwardly.
Tap inwardly, man.
All right, you ready to go?
Yes.
We ready.
There you go.
Hello.
We're back.
It's Friday.
Yo.
It's Friday. Friday.
And welcome to
Get out.
I
another.
feel like an entire show just happened before we
Exactly.
went
We
live.
had a whole
great
show.
It did.
We had a great before
was
show.
here.
It was the pre-show.
We just had a pre-lit.
We had a lit before
pre-lit
show.
show.
So I just made a mistake and had a few drinks.
Cause
And so did
You
my
had 2
constituents.
drinks. You
And
had
so did my
2 drinks.
constituents.
He had 2 drinks.
Two
Yeah.
drinks.
Right.
He's
Tripping.
and you know he can't handle it.
No,
He's a
not at
baby.
all.
Man.
I
Well,
can't
it's
handle
another
my
Friday on the V Live. Hello,
These
everybody.
bitches.
It's your girl AD.
Hello.
C-Banks, what's up?
E, aka the real F Neanderthal.
I'm here.
I get to.
And
Yes, sir.
today, on this
E de la
day,
Gete.
Woo woo.
whoop, whoop.
Dave in the building. We can't see him right
This
now.
is the last. Well, actually, it's not the last day of February because we
We
have
go
one
to the
more
29th.
day.
This is the
29th.
Leapum.
So this
Is it a Leapum?
Almost
It's a
the last
Leapum.
day. The last Friday.
Her again, you looking for inspiration? That's her real joint.
This is my.
That's her. That is
That's
not no.
copper
That is not no
orange.
wig.
She looking for inspiration.
Oh, girl, I got
Girl,
you.
get your natural on. This natural gig.
Natural.
Natural.
Oh, natural.
Well, this is the last Friday of February, which is Black History Month.
Yes.
And
I'm
we're
finna take
gonna
y'all to the podcast channel.
give
I'm
a
getting off of here.
shout out to all our Black History heads, the ones who
Yes.
paved the way for us to be here today.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay. We got some facts. Little facts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go
Moses
ahead.
Fleetwood Walker, 1856 to 1912 was the first and last African American to play Major League Baseball until Jackie Robinson joined the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1947. He was also an inventor. Walker's first patent was for an artillery shell in 1891. He registered 3 more patents in 1920 that would make it easier to load and change movie reels. Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
A little Black History.
A little
Month.
light.
Just a sprinkle.
A little light one.
Just a sprinkle.
I'm
of
gonna sprinkle
melanin.
those through the
Sprinkle
show
me.
today,
Sprinkle
y'all.
up. Sprinkle
I got a
up.
few more sprinkles. Yeah, he did the first movie reel.
Wow. Wow. That's
Okay.
very awesome.
Okay. We
And
got.
shout out to the first person. I don't know the name. I'm sorry. I'm feeling real shady.
uh,
But the
I got
first
you.
African American photographer for Vogue that shot
Okay.
a Vogue shoot.
Oh, yeah.
And the youngest, I don't remember his name, but I'm
We
sure
gonna find
Courtney's going to back me up.
I got you. Here we go.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, this was the first American photographer.
African
Give me
American.
a minute. Give me a minute.
It's Black History.
Keep going.
Okay.
I'll have it for you.
Well, anywho, this week our actual topic is somewhat just going. We were just talking about something. We had a topic about reality TV stardom and XYZ, but Hugh brought up a good point about going into some suburban bars and feeling like somewhat profiled, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Or,
I didn't think it was gonna be like that neither.
Yeah, because
he's
Roy
just
Oak is-
branching out.
when you
He's
go
just
certain
branching
places,
out.
You sometimes when you go certain places, you have it in your head like, hey, we gotta chill. This place is kind of like
Not the space for us to be.
not really the place for us to be. But since we're here, but since we're here,
Yeah, because everybody keeps telling me they can't hear you
they can
talk.
hear me. Okay,
Yeah.
but since you here, act accordingly. In some places, you be like, oh, we good here. We can dress how we want to. We good. We can be
Right.
ourselves here.
Right.
In our spot.
I really thought I could be myself there. They
No.
wasn't
Not
bothering
in
me
Royal Oak.
at the hotel. They were so nice to me. Like usually that's the start where you kind of be like, oh, you feeling like I'm gonna get out. The movie, you seen the movie?
know.
Like, I
We
feel
know.
like I'm gonna get out, but I didn't feel like I was gonna get out when I walked in the room.
It was live.
It
It
was
was
a nice
bumping.
hotel. I was like, okay, they treating me right. They're like, oh, we got
Right.
apples over there. We got this. We got you can have this. We're giving you this for free.
But then you
You
go
got
into the
this?
establishments and they're
And
like, shit ain't
then-
sweet.
And
Fuck
then
y'all.
when I got to the bar, where I thought they was gonna keep treating me like,
Yeah.
they treated me like I was gonna get out.
Or they were treating you like they didn't want to serve you.
They didn't. They didn't.
Yeah,
They didn't act.
see?
They wasn't
and
as.
that
Everybody's
is
not
a
gonna
true
like
thing.
you.
Sometimes
It was no Negroes allowed.
when you go to bars,
Black
what
History
it-
Month.
It was
guess
full
what-
of Negroes.
But
though.
guess what?
Right.
It was full of Negroes.
It was full of Negroes.
Guess what Negro was inside?
you.
E.
Oh.
I was properly dressed. Okay.
He had on
Let's
jeans.
get this
He was
together.
Respectability
together.
politics.
I didn't
Here
have
we
on my
go.
gym
He
shoes.
did good PR. He had good PR. My
I
PR
tried to get him
people
in there.
don't
You got a
tell me
light-skinned
anything.
man.
I tried to
of
work
course.
him in. I tried to work him on
Of
in there. He
course.
just didn't work, man.
Are you
My
He
PR
wasn't-
is terrible.
Just like when we went to
wasn't
the
seasoned.
brakeman and he didn't have an ID.
I didn't have my ID.
They still let me in.
But they were cool.
Yeah, because
they was
of
cool.
me.
But they,
I'm
Yeah.
a regular.
Oh, you a regular?
Ish.
you regular-ish.
Irregular.
Ish.
Been
And
there
they
a
let us
few
They
in.
times.
We had a
know
great
you.
time.
They know you.
They
At
like she got
Royal-
my face. She got
Royal
my
Oak, they was like, nigga, if you don't
It's the
get in
same
that
thing.
car
and drive away.
and get the fuck up out of here, boy,
Please, I can't.
this is get out, not get in.
Honestly,
getting in here.
I'm not gonna. That does not surprise me about Royal Oak.
No,
It
not at
No.
all.
That's
It's
sad.
And
sad.
they gave me a ticket when I was shopping at the shoe store.
Wow.
So let me
Parking
put this
ticket?
damn shoe down and get
You
up out of here.
didn't add the park mobile to your phone.
I got the ticket mobile.
He got a ticket.
$10 ticket and $25 after 72 hours. And after 72,
well, at least it
I was
was
like, yeah,
$10
don't-
eventually.
don't
to
forget to pay those.
45 here.
after the 72 hours, if you don't pay the 25, it go up again.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. You
they
don't.
going up by the day.
Yeah, so my business partner Bob is notorious for like he refuses to like feed meters or like use parking apps or any of that kind of crap because he's like, dude, it's gonna cost me $5. He's like, it's gonna cost me 10 for the ticket, whatever. Well, that's cool until you forget that you have like 8 of them in your glove
Exactly.
box, and now
Bring
they're
it
all
back up.
$80-$90 a piece,
Yeah.
and
Now
oops,
you
Now you got
got
700.
warrants, and now
there's a boot.
the police try to pull you
They
over,
coming for you
and
now.
then you hit the gas, you riding up middle belt, and then you jump out the car.
Oh, that
never
was
mind.
3 weeks ago.
That was you.
Yes.
I was like, this
Oh,
story
shit.
sounds really personal.
Oh shit, he's telling on himself.
All right.
Happened that day.
He had a
Oh, my
flashback.
Then
goodness.
you jump out the car, and run.
Traumatized.
He's
A
traumatized.
bush cut your leg. You bleeding. The police is finna tase you. You looking like stop.
What is wrong with you
Don't
guys?
tase me, bro.
Why would you do this to
I'm telling
me?
you. So tell your homeboy to pay his tickets before he be on middle belt. Getting chased by the police.
Getting chased by
But
Westland police.
I
And the
agree
fleeting and
with
looting
E
game.
that sometimes if you have a certain look, you know what I'm saying? They do,
We know.
you know, if you're not looking a certain way.
Oh, Royal Oak, they tricked me. Why even trick me, man?
But even still, like when I was in Mount Pleasant, I guess this isn't even really saying much because it's a small fucking like little village in northern Michigan. But I went in there to this boutique called Trillium. I'm putting them out there. Putting it out there.
Trillium.
Trillium.
She tapped y'all in. Trillium, she
Tapped
tapped
y'all
y'all
in.
in.
Of Mount Pleasant.
Okay.
Walked in there with my homie Chris, and we were dressed like super casual, like had on leggings, had my little Ugg boots on, had on a fluffy little scarf and a sweatshirt, and he was dressing like way better than I was. He had some nice jeans on, whatever. And so we're looking at all this the women's clothing, and then next thing I know, this cashier or sales associate is just following us around. I'm like, throughout the entire store, and there were other people in
That's your
there.
phone.
I'm like, guys,
Turn your phone down.
really?
Dude, I'm annoyed that I don't want to believe that that's a thing still, but
Yeah.
I know it's a thing.
It's still
Yeah.
a thing.
Oh yeah,
It's just a different.
it's
See,
frustrating.
nowadays it's just a different way of showing it. It's a different category of it. It's you can't just throw the stone anymore. You have to hide yourself throwing the stone.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's really like
I mean, for what it's worth, I get it this much, a
Yeah.
little teeny tiny bit. Like when I started going to Baker's,
okay.
dude. When I started going
You
to
see
Baker's,
how they looked at you?
oh
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It took a while for them to take
it
a light
took-
because they think you in there watching somebody.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Literally.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who he
it's-
in here
who the fuck
for?
he in here for?
Right.
Exactly.
Fuck.
Who he know?
We going down. Let's get
Unless
out of
you
here.
come in with some people,
Yep.
some reputable
Yeah.
people,
We going
then we
down.
can,
yeah.
back
Oh, no,
off you a little bit.
It took a
Exactly.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bakers of all places.
Oh, yeah.
Bakers. That's like with all of the big
Keyboard
people.
lounge.
Yeah.
It's,
You know,
yeah,
yeah.
it's the oldest
You can
jazz
see
club
Dave walking
there.
in there and the
Don't
music
and
stop.
I love that place.
You can
Yeah.
see the music stop.
Fuck.
Oh my
We
God.
going down.
Oh,
yeah,
we
it was-
going
it was
down.
a
That's the
Ferris
feds.
Getting indicted.
Exactly.
That's the feds.
That's what they think.
Record
That's the feds, bro. That's the
Like,
feds.
what?
Which one of you? Oh yeah, they in here
Who
looking
you
at Lil John.
Man, you hot as hell.
Look,
We gotta
you
get
hot
away
as
from
hell.
your
We gotta
hot
get
ass.
hot. Yeah. As soon as we walked in here, he walked in.
Although,
Right.
oh my God.
They're
Great,
watching us.
great story. So I'm there
Fuck.
with Bob and Neil, our other buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And so Bob gets up, goes to the bathroom, and Neil had never been there before. But so he grabs the menu and he's like, dude, why am I paying $4 for dressing on my salad for ranch? And I'm like, what? He's like, dude, it says right here. It says dressing $4. I fell over in the booth laughing.
He didn't know they were talking about dressing.
I fell over in the booth laughing. And he's like, what's so funny? I'm like, Neil, have you never dated a black girl?
Dang.
You don't know what you're, and he was like, no. He said, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, that's the stuffing. And he was like, no, it is. I'm like,
Yes,
what?
it-
I'm like, so
oh.
Bob comes back, and I'm still laid out in the booth laughing, and I'm like, Bob. He's like, no. He's like, shut up. Let me ask. He's like, dude, why am I paying $4 for ranch on my salad? And Bob goes, what's the matter? You've never dated a black girl? Like what?
Oh my God.
Dressing.
Oh my God.
Dressing.
Dressing though.
Had no idea.
Oh,
Yeah, real
God.
dressing.
Real dressing. That goes
Not-
with turkey.
Like
Turkey
the
and
stuffing
dressing.
stuff for the people that don't
She
know.
said the stuffing
The
stuff.
stuffing
It
stuff.
made me laugh.
It's the black stuffing. Okay.
Dressing
The
and
black
stuffing.
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 Yes.
Black
The
stuffing.
breadcrumbs and whatever else go in there.
Wonderful food.
Onions,
I love it.
Celery.
I need some right now
Celery,
with some gravy.
I know now I'm
chicken
hungry.
broth.
Right. Now we want some damn dressing. I had some dressing last week. It was really good.
So is reality to you guys, as the reality stars really like, is reality the new wave? Is it the new wave? Because I say, like, I tell a lot of people.
I've been applying. I ain't even gonna lie.
I tell a lot of people, like, you put that post up the other day, like,
What?
Hashtag.
you said,
MTV.
the post you put up with kids today or,
Oh,
Uh,
parents are not
it's-
raising their children for the world today.
like, because it's a totally different world.
Yeah, it's
like, what is,
different.
Yeah.
kid, like, literally, how many, you don't have to tell your kids no more, don't get out the street.
Right.
They rarely outside.
Exactly.
You know, when we were young, it was get out the street.
Yeah.
Now that's not even like a rule no more because kids aren't even outside.
I don't. Wow.
They're not out there like they used to
Not
be.
like they
They're
used to
not.
be.
Yeah,
It's
they're
not-
not
it's not-
playing outside.
It's not a
They're probably
thing
doing
now
other
to
things
tell your
outside.
kid to stay out the street.
Yeah.
Stay out the fucking street. You
Yeah.
go in that fucking street, I'm gonna beat your ass. Now it's what is it? It's totally different. It's a new rule.
Don't
Yeah.
stand so close to that TV.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
not.
I'm just saying that's the
Video games.
video games. Get away from that video
Yep.
game.
Okay.
Or
I
you're not
know.
finna be on that thing all day.
Get off here.
You're not
at
finna be on
11.
that tablet
Right.
all day.
Oh no.
You tell
Dude,
that to Ryland?
Dude, my kids, they have time
2
limits.
o'clock last night.
The network, the network stops working for their apps and their
Oh, you
devices.
turn it off.
I wanna watch
Dude, so
YouTube.
like I've
You
got
have a time limit on the apps.
Well, yeah, not only that, but like so the Eero is the wireless network that I have in the house. And dude, I can set like I've got all of their devices assigned. Like my 10-year-old, my 12-year-old have their devices assigned to different profiles. Because she can stay up about a half hour later than he can. But
Yeah.
like at 9 o'clock on a school night,
His shuts off.
gone.
Right.
9:30,
Gone.
gone.
Right.
Weekends, 12 and 12:30, gone.
Gone.
Wow.
And if they annoy me, I just open up the app and
Boom.
turn it off.
Exactly.
What's
You
that
thought-
called?
How much attitude you got now?
Exactly.
Euro?
Eero,
Eero.
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 For you people
Everybody.
trying to get your
EERO.
kids
Get
together.
your kids off.
Eero.
Era.
Reminds me of
EERO.
EEO.
Era.
Equal employment
Eero?
opportunity.
Eero.
Exactly.
Not a Godzilla movie.
Eero.
It's giving me like
I
Greek
think we all
vibes.
had too
I don't
much to
know.
drink.
Like a Euro? Yeah.
Yeah,
When you think
kind of.
about it, man,
Say
we
it.
think we're
Spell it
about-
again.
Riley stayed up
EERO.
to 2 o'clock
Eero.
last night.
Although
Yeah.
we did,
And watch
so we
YouTube.
met the greatest American hero, William Catt.
And you sometimes
We
you
met-
have to watch those
You're way too
videos.
young for that show. Never mind.
You gotta watch the videos yourself sometimes just to see what's going on in them.
I'm
videos.
just gonna- I'm
wake
just gonna
up,
stop.
watch
I'm-
this
I was-
with me.
It's so there was used to
Sometimes
be a
you
show
have
called
to,
The Great.
though.
You don't know what's on there.
You
You
don't know
remember
what's
the
on
show
the
Greatest American Hero?
Oh yeah, Greatest American Hero.
So we met-
Where he was the
We met William Catt, the guy that played the guy. And,
couldn't fly. He was-
And we tried to talk him into opening up a Greek joint with us just so we could call it the Greatest American Euro.
Oh, Oh, that's
Wow.
so
Oh, yeah?
funny.
That would have been sweet. What did he say?
You
You
know,
know,
He was not. He was
He
not
wasn't.
impressed. He was.
I mean, because
He doesn't see the
nobody,
vision, bro.
a lot of people
He
don't
doesn't see
even
the vision.
realize that could be a good promo for
Yeah,
the show to be
seriously.
back syndicated and things like that.
Wow.
Oh, dude, we want it. So we have a dream. Like, we want to buy a strip mall, and we want to open the Greatest American Euro, and then I'm going to open a Mexican joint called Nacho Mama,
Nacho Mama.
and then we're
Nacho
going to
Mama.
open a faux place that never closes called 24/7.
Oh, my
24/7.
There's a Chinese joint called Miso Horny, and everything is
my
$10
God.
because everything you want is $10.
Oh, wow. Me so
Everything,
I like
everything
those.
you want
marketing
for
hygiene.
$5.
Okay.
$5?
Sounds
Gotta
like
be
this.
playing that when I walk in.
$5.
As soon as I walk in, I
You
wanna
never
hear,
saw the old movie?
me
What's
so
that,
horny.
Hamburger Hill?
Me so
No, that
horny.
was
We love you long time.
Me so-
Platoon.
Platoon, the
me
first
so-
Platoon.
Oh, I gotta hear that one.
Hamburger Hill and Platoon was one of the greatest
Yeah.
war movies I've ever seen.
War movies.
You
Hamburger
said
Hill and
Platoon
Platoon.
was good.
But I do.
like
Me so
I
horny.
blame the writer's strike in
me so
2007
horny.
for reality
Me,
TV.
me so
I've
horny.
never
Shay
seen
for-
any of these.
I'm
Oh, you got to
cliche.
see Platoon.
You seen
Platoon
Black Hawk
was
Down?
good.
I'm young
Oh, hell
as
yeah.
fuck on this show.
Yeah.
Am I cliche for saying Black
That's
Hawk
where
Down?
Me So Horny came from.
I just thought it was from the song.
No, but the song
Black Hawk
actually
No, that was the that was a sample from the movie.
from the movie.
Oh.
It was a Chinese girl. She was selling, herself over there.
See, and I-
Ah, me so horny.
They got big
Me so
ass
horny.
ARs.
$5.
With the desert. Just
$5.
$10. Anything,
Shot in the head and
anything,
Oh.
anything you
On
want.
the nuts.
no, it was Full Metal Jacket.
Full
That's
Metal
what it was.
Jacket.
I
Yeah.
think I saw that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket.
Which was
I feel
two
attacked.
two completely
Jump out.
separate movies.
Movies.
Right.
You had the first part of the movie and then the second part of the movie
Yeah.
were completely different.
Completely different.
Yep.
That
Excellent
is
movies.
crazy.
I got some homeboys in the projects right now. They think they in Full Metal Jacket.
But
They jumping
got
straight off
them-
the bushes.
with them
Boop, 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 boop.
fake,
About to be in
with
Full
the,
Metal
with,
Cops.
look, with them fake,
Yeah, they're going to jail.
with them fake.
They
what's the
usually
place
do, though.
called? Bulletproof
Shout out
vests
to
on.
Gardens.
yeah.
With them fake bulletproof vests.
They gotta chill.
But no, I mean, to your point, though, I do. I blame the writer's strike
they
of
gotta chill.
2007 for the rise of reality TV.
Yeah, because I think
Because
and
I
then-
hate it.
And
I
then
hate
when
all
they
of
do,
it.
only person, I could say like only people that are really, like taking advantage of trying to be different with, because a lot of people are making remakes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remakes,
You see, Death
remakes seem to be the
coming
only.
out with a remake.
Candyman, I don't think
Candyman.
They
I
need to
ain't
stop.
saying
Did
I
that.
you
wanna
guys
see
the
that.
Death
They need to
Wish
stop.
remake?
Rest
It's
in
not
peace.
good.
With,
That's just my
But
thought.
it's
I want
another
Tony
black-
Todd to go beat
it's-
their ass.
Okay, it's another black
I don't like
director
her.
though, and she's a woman.
I like her.
I
George
Yeah.
Peele is one of the people.
He one of the
He
producers.
co-wrote it.
He one
Shout
of the
out.
producers.
I ain't gonna lie, he cold with the movie.
Yes, he is, and
we
the
was
shows.
just talking about Get Out.
Yes,
Boy.
and
But I'm
us.
scared.
No, see what Jordan Peele
Us
is.
was
What
crazy.
Jordan Peele is doing, brothers and
And
sisters.
he's a comedian, right?
He is
Yes.
taking advantage of the stories that we talk about
Yeah.
amongst each other.
He's smart.
He's taking advantage of the
The
cliches.
not even cliches,
Like
they're
the-
experiences
Yeah, like
that we
like
really
or like
do
like the
experience.
cliche, like if you like I use cliche for the simple fact is he taking advantage of like what you and Hugh will have a conversation about certain things in your culture.
He'll make a movie.
He'll make
about
a
it.
movie about it,
Yeah.
Right.
like he did Hunters.
That's how comedians
The mo-
is,
Yes.
though.
Which
Like, that's-
honestly good
Yeah, that's what I'm
because
saying,
that
like-
brings that conversation to an audience
I'll
that
give
wouldn't
you an
necessarily
example.
hear it.
Yeah.
otherwise.
Yes.
When we talk about
Which is
on
good.
a regular day basis is what I'm going to talk about when I do stand up.
Yeah,
And
It's
that's
the
what's gonna
same
make
way.
you laugh. It might not even be funny, but you can relate to
you
it.
can
So you're
relate.
like, oh my God,
that's
so funny.
that's exactly what
Right.
Jordan Peele's doing.
But he not. it's
And
not as
but
dope.
to
It's
to
real.
Dave's
Yeah.
point, he's bringing it to an audience
Mhm.
that would never
Never
give a
think
fuck.
about it.
That
Yeah.
would never give a fuck about.
Yeah,
it.
I think so too. I say that's exactly it.
Yeah,
He's
that is
smart.
what it is.
I
Yeah,
love
he's
that
smart,
dude.
man.
One of the last pictures I seen him in, it was him, Jay-Z, Dave Chappelle,
Him
Kobe
and his buddy,
Bryant.
his other buddy,
It was Kobe Bryant on his left
what's the
side.
other guy?
Jay-Z
Peele
was
and
like
what's the
behind
other
him,
guy?
and
His
Dave
buddy.
Key.
Chappelle was at the end.
Key.
Wow.
Key and Peele.
Yeah,
Yep.
Key was
Keegan-Michael
Key's pretty
Key.
pretty good
Yeah.
comedian
Yeah,
as
but I went
well.
to school with them.
I think they still together.
What school
Ah.
y'all
He's
go
from
to?
here.
What was it?
Yeah, he's
CMU,
from
I
here.
think?
Mm.
Maybe. I don't know. Wherever it
went
was,
to-
they went to school together.
Who did?
Wow.
Yeah,
buddy
he's from
Jeff.
here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Yeah, he's from here.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
He's a Michigan native.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yes,
Mm.
sir. Key is.
Wallington.
So would you guys do a reality show?
Yes, girl.
I'm
pay
ready.
or
Let's
for
do the V
play?
Life reality show now.
Oh.
No.
V Life reality show, MTV.
Coming soon.
I would
Be like
literally
reality.
like.
Coming soon.
I would not have a fro. I would probably like rip out
Get
all of my
braids.
hair out.
I mean, but that
Wow.
would be good for
I
the
would-
show.
I love you guys.
That
but,
would be
like,
good for the
Like
show,
Big
though.
Brother.
We would want to see you
Christ.
rip your
You would
hair
do the
out.
Britney Spears right on the
I
show.
mean,
Literally.
She would literally have an anxiety
off.
attack.
It happened once.
And I'll be taping you.
Wow.
It happened
Saying
once.
World Star.
World star.
World.
On top of the cameras following.
The problem is, so like we've done a lot of interviews over the
In your
years
face.
with quote unquote reality TV stars, and the problem is none of it's reality.
None of it's reality.
It is
Reality.
all artificial. In
real.
fact, I think one of the best conversations we had was with Ashley Gold from
Who is
Hardcore
Ashley?
Pawn.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know,
The
the
daughter.
pawn
Black
shop
hair.
over on 8 Mile.
Yeah.
And so she was. She was a great interview because she's like, go back and look at like the first 2 episodes of that show. She's like, everybody got along, everything was fine. She's like, and then the producers would just starting shit,
Exactly.
and then they would film because they would film 10, 12, 14, 16 hours a day.
Right.
She's like, but they would air like the
30
3-second. Oh, man, you
Fuck
know,
you.
Yeah, like that's
Motherfucker.
you know,
I
and so
got
it looked like it was
Bad
like that all the
news
time.
travel faster
Editing.
than
Then
good.
good news. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's if it bleeds, it leads. I mean, that's yeah. But I mean, that's why
Yeah,
I
because
don't.
I could say, hey, man, just in the morning, and somebody could say, goddamn, in the evening, and they get 290,000 shares, and I get 1 like.
It sounds kind of personal.
No, I'm just saying, it's just an amen thing. It's just
Amen.
it's just the way things are with
Good
shit,
and
though.
bad. When
It
I say
happened
something
yesterday.
Good, if I say something good on
It
my
don't get
page,
no likes. It get a few likes. It get a few.
but I
If
mean,
I say
here's the.
something crazy,
Oh, 200,000.
viral.
But
Viral.
but here's the difference, and this is why it matters.
me, though.
Like that
This is
whole
the real me.
social
You love
media
my page. Don't
influencer
act
thing
like
Right.
Yeah,
is
You know,
finally
let it
starting to
happen.
die a little bit
Yeah.
yeah.
because you've got. And I love this story where
Gotta
this
have
girl's got
sense.
like 1.5 million followers on Instagram, and so she tried to
Nobody-
launch a clothing line by like starting with a T-shirt.
Yeah.
She could not meet the minimum order of 32
Yeah, you told us
shorts.
this
Oh,
story.
did I?
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
who are you? You're not
You're
influencing
nobody.
anybody.
No.
You're
Nobody.
just because somebody likes to see
You talk
your
shit
body
all day.
hanging out
Right.
doesn't
Your
mean they
titties.
give a shit about
I
what you're
don't
saying.
care.
Exactly.
I don't want your shirt. I want some head.
It's about booty.
Girl, you better start an OnlyFans.
Booty,
Dude.
booty
can't
is the
take it.
duty nowadays.
I don't want a damn hoodie.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people not.
I want the booty.
He wants the goodie.
But that is true.
Keep your hoodie, give up the goodie.
So you look at all those.
Q 2020.
I just don't want no hat.
Yes,
I want
That's
a
his
hat.
right. His presidential statement.
Yes.
For
That's a
2020
slogan.
election.
God
So
damn
I
it.
do, I do feel like that is the case. Cause you see people with 1 point blah 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 followers, this that, all this stuff, and it's like
They can't sell a keychain.
can't
No.
sell some
Nope.
lip gloss.
No.
Sell a
Cause
knit.
you looking at them like, what are you now?
They can't
Exactly.
sell a free bag of weed.
But you know what I don't.
Which is hard. Which is easy.
But you know
to
what I
sell.
don't like is that only I feel
Isn't
like
that so?
only if you sometimes have that quote unquote status, or you really come up with something unique that
You
everybody
gotta
like.
fake it.
That's
Yeah,
the
you
only
do.
time people really give you some.
You want to
clout.
get
Who are
rich.
you?
You want to get
True.
rich. You
And
go
I
spend
hate
your
that.
last money on your taxes. You go buy you
Like, oh,
a badass car. Go buy you a chain, a Rolex watch, and you go put the money in your hanging out your right pocket and watch what happens.
like oh boy, did
Watch
you,
watch how these people. Oh my God,
Right.
you looking sweet? Cause I like that shirt. That
Like,
shirt is out cold.
Detroit
Where
versus
you get that hat?
everybody.
Yeah.
He came
You,
through
where
with
you get that
something.
Carhartt hat? Nigga, that Carhartt.
Carhartt coming back.
You can
'Cause
get it from
Carhartt
the Carhartt store.
was
love
popping.
Carhartt.
then
I'm just saying, you
fell
can get
off,
this
and
from the
then came
Carhartt
back.
store. Now you
Yeah.
telling me I got a special
know
hat?
Here, anyway, in Michigan.
No,
Yeah.
it's big in Utah too.
No, I'm
We
just
love
saying
it.
it fell off here, but I don't think it fell off nowhere else.
No,
I
it didn't.
love Carhartt.
But I'm just saying, like, Detroit versus everybody was a slogan that everybody could just, like, okay, yeah. It was like
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
city coming
Uh-huh.
back. It was during the time
Yeah.
the city coming back. It was like the
A
perfect
reclamation.
time
Yeah.
to
Great
make
timing.
something like that. So, of course, it blew up. And now I feel like mostly everything he does is, it's happening. But then you have the little small folks that just can't catch a break. Can't catch a break.
Because it's at the same time, I think it's a lot of people that really doesn't want to put in the
I
footwork
ain't gonna, that's
that
what I was
comes
about
with.
to say.
That
You
is
know,
a
They
lot
don't
of
know.
in order
They-
to,
yeah.
That's
like,
a
you're
real
not
thing.
going to the magic shows. You're not going
Exactly.
networking with some of
Yeah.
the smaller pop-ups. You're not going to everybody's event, fabric here, a fashion show here.
Yeah.
This is the way, but a lot of people think that
If you-
because, like you say, they have 10,000 followers.
Followers.
They think that they don't have to put in no footwork. The camera, the internet is going to do it all for them. No, you
Right.
still have to put it in
Gotta
order to
go
sell
to
a
these
product.
events.
Yeah.
You got to go somewhere. Who are you? Like if you go to
Man.
a real
That's
reputable company,
tiring.
the first thing they're gonna ask you is, "Who are you?" Like what?
Right.
Like you may not want anybody to talk to you any type of way, but
Yeah.
in big
Let me
business,
tell you something.
in big business, you're nothing.
Hey, look, but
They
I
not
realize-
even gonna say that, not to cut you off.
Who
They
the
gonna
fuck are
look
you?
at your social media, what you're doing,
Yeah.
what you got going on, and
Yep.
they not even gonna talk to you if you not somebody.
But I
'Cause they don't care,
One
right.
thing I realize is when you go to certain spots, the people that you know want to put the real legwork in, you see the same people over and over.
You know the
Yeah.
ones.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
You
they
see
had
the
all
same
the
people.
events.
Every event I go to, I see the same people.
People
all
all
the
Yeah.
the
time.
time.
And after so many times, they be like, "Man, what's up, man? What you got going on?"
Right.
You might not even have nothing going on, but you keep going to these events. You're gonna end up having.
You're gonna end up
because
networking
you
with someone.
networked your way up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the same people all the time, and they
Yeah.
see how consistent you
People
are,
that
and they're
spend
like,
money,
"Oh
same as
yeah,
if you go into places that you got to spend money at, people
Right.
that spend money are going to the same spots.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're not
It's the
finna keep
same
saying-
circle.
If you go into bum places, you're gonna keep seeing the same bums.
Mhm.
It's just
Yeah.
so
That's
if you,
true.
If you don't want something out of life, you gotta work. If
But
you
I'm-
want something out of life, you gotta work. It's not gonna happen overnight. Some people say,
Right.
"Oh, I went viral, and this next morning I was on Ellen."
It
That's
happens
one in a million.
sometimes.
Yeah.
That's one in a
Exactly.
million.
One
That's
in a
a
million.
lot.
And then tomorrow,
Then tomorrow, what are
and
you
then the
gonna
next
do?
day, nobody remembers you.
Yeah.
Because
Because
something
the
else
next person's on
happened.
Ellen. The next person
Yep.
went viral. The
Yeah.
next-
Yep.
we live in a
Microwave.
What did you
goldfish
do to
bowl
take advantage
society.
of that
I mean,
moment?
Like
Okay, like-
Right.
8-second attention
Like you
span.
said, we're
Yeah.
not gonna remember. Okay, if it wasn't true, who was the 14th person? Who was the 14th kid that danced on Ellen show?
Mhm.
You don't even remember the dance they was
Nope.
doing.
Exactly.
I mean, like
Yeah,
the
truthful.
culture that we live in, it's
barely
so
remember the
instantaneous.
American Idols.
Right. I mean, the culture that we live in, it's so instantaneous where, like, the next biggest thing takes over so quickly, and then you forget about that.
Mhm.
The big thing
That's
that
why
was just popular.
Come to
even
the
a
mic
person
here.
that's just doing a little bit more than the average person. That's why they get so much recognition now. They might not be doing super amount of footwork, but they doing more than
Just-
the average
yeah.
person.
And that's
So
like
you
what
be I
E
remember him.
said, maximizing on your opportunities. Like, so when the opportunity come, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna just accept it, ride the wave, and then fizzle out?
So that was part of our TED Talk that we did. That was one of my points. Was dude, opportunity knocks. You
But
gotta
did you
open the
keep
door.
knocking?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Did
But
you
did
open
you
the
open
door and then did you do the work?
Right.
Because
That-
just because the door gets knocked on doesn't mean that it's just smooth sailing from
right.
then.
Because people are they'll milk it until
some
it's
people
gone.
open the door and close
the
it back
The
up.
vultures will milk you
Who
down.
the
Like,
fuck are you
okay.
worried about?
You know who?
Yeah.
I mean, I know
What was
this-
that
fuck is you
song?
talking
Sorry, what was that
Yeah.
song that Asian guy did on American Idol?
Oh, William Hung, She
yeah.
Bangs.
Yeah, she
Oh,
bangs.
right.
Just
my
like that. They
God.
gonna milk it until they can't milk it no more. Now you don't do nothing else. You
See,
gotta
that's
go.
like I remember that, but I dare ask me for directions to my house. Like I
But look, I'm gonna give y'all an example. I know it's hip hop, but that's just the thing that come to me first. E40. Even though E40 has never been the largest rapper ever,
It's
He's been
consistent.
consistent.
he's been
though.
around longer than every other rapper.
Yeah.
I mean, even
His
like
style
at,
is
at the
even
time,
really unique,
Tupac,
too.
he was one of the biggest rappers ever
Yeah.
in the world. We couldn't you couldn't imagine nobody being bigger than him. He went through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biggie Smalls told people he was trash. E40 was trash. They was about to kill Biggie Smalls because of it saying that.
Yeah.
He lasted through that. He lasted through all the mumble rap. He lasted through every generation. He's still here right now making relevant songs.
And
He
wine.
got 30-something albums.
And wine.
He been here since 85 or something like that.
Yeah.
Earl Stevens. Check
Earl
it out.
Stevens.
And
Earl
so
Stevens.
obviously he's the person that's not going to give up.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you got to know in a 30-year
Span.
When-
span,
I-
you went through a lot
Yeah.
in that type
And
of
learned
industry.
a lot.
You
You
know,
learned
you
a-
know the
you know
people
a
type
lot.
of people you had to network
I would love to
keep
meet
your,
him. I don't
to
know.
keep
I
your
never-
brand going. That
It's
takes
been
a lot.
30 years.
During that
30
time when
years.
It's nothing
E40
he didn't go
was
through.
even rapping with Tupac in the 90s and he had the Time and song and all that, then it was like everything kind of started going into his direction with the East Coast, West Coast beef,
Yeah.
and he just fell back. And then where he popped back up with the hyphy.
He never fell back. He still stayed the same. Every album.
the hype-
Well,
he
I'm
started his
saying
own
he
movement.
really didn't
Yeah.
get back.
He
I
started
didn't
his own
listen to
movement.
him.
Yeah, but he was like, say for instance,
After
people-
that, time and all that.
time.
He still
I
was
didn't
putting
hear him
songs
no
out.
more.
No,
but
that's-
I didn't hear
But
him.
I'm gonna give you an example. With people that was checking for him,
That's
it was-
still, well,
he-
those are
he
fans.
was still coming.
But he just
still
didn't
did
try to.
shows.
He didn't try to mainstream.
Right.
He just kept it to
But
where.
he still did. Like Lil Jon. Remember, he had the song with Lil Jon, and
Yeah.
it was going crazy. But he always had hits.
But he's
Yeah.
always been a artist, a
Then
big
remember
artist.
he had the song with Big Sean. Like he keep coming.
Yeah.
Like,
shit,
I
yeah.
don't quit you.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
He was
Yeah.
on that.
But that's what I'm saying. After that little 90s span, I feel like the end of the 90s, he kind of took a look. Because all that drama was going on. Then you had the South popping in.
Yep.
And then he kind of popped the West Coast back in a little bit with the hyphy movement and the dreads. And then, remember, he had the dreads.
Ghost Ride the Whip. He came up with that.
Right.
He still was doing
Tell me
everything.
when it got.
Tell me when it goes.
That's why I say it's
He
always
made
with somebody that was way bigger than
2004,
him. But he
5
never was
hype.
off the radar. He
And
always
he kept,
stayed on it.
and he always puts a lot of his local artists on, like Keek the Sneak, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Remember the song? It was one of my
He
favorite
had
songs.
the
You know,
2000
act like a bitch.
Yeah.
Right. That was
Yeah.
also in 2004, 2005. Like I
Yeah.
said, he
Well,
came
going
back
for
and
quite some
made
time.
2004, 5,
Still one of my
6,
greatest artists.
Yeah.
the best little summer ever. He had all the hits. Like
Yeah,
you
he had all the
said,
hits.
that's what all of them songs was rocking.
And he never gets awards.
No.
He never get nothing.
It's always
And I
the
feel like he's the
unrecognized.
most worked.
Just like Earthquake. Did you see the video where Earthquake went viral talking about how comedians like him and Bruce's keep comedy going because they go into the local clubs, they go into the small little venues, and they don't get no recognition when it comes to awards or anything. Like they keep comedy going. 'Cause
Comedy
how
doesn't really
often
get a
do,
lot of accolades.
Kevin
unless you're a
Hart
big
come
star.
to Detroit.
But you know they got the
Unless you're a
social
big
media
star.
Cat
awards.
Williams. And stuff.
You know they got the social
Yeah,
media
what's his name?
awards.
Mike Epps started those up.
Yeah.
What social
Social
media?
media
It's
awards?
called
awards.
social media awards or something like that. Yeah.
Mike Epps started them up.
Little Duval was like #1.
Fuck that guy.
I love Duval.
Everybody
He's not
hating
that
on Lil
funny.
Duval.
He's
But
funny.
it's
He
not
ain't
about
that
him being
funny,
funny,
it's
but
just-
his social media, he's very in tune
Yeah,
with a
Yeah.
lot.
He is. He
He's
be
an
on
intelligent
it.
guy.
still not funny.
He's
Okay.
most
as
most
funny-
comedians are intelligent.
He's
guys.
very
yeah,
in tune.
you got to know a lot about a lot.
And
You
what
got
do
it.
y'all?
Thanks, guys.
There's no way around it.
He said, well,
Thanks,
thanks,
guys.
I mean, there's nowhere around it. You have to be
Calm down.
informational.
Are you
You have to have.
in tune,
You got to know what
Definitely in
politics. You
tune.
got to know about current events.
You know
You have
I'm
to
in
know
tune.
about
You gotta stay,
about your government.
yes,
You have to
stay
know.
on
what's-
it.
You
I know
have to,
what's
and
going
you
on.
got to be factual
I gotta
because
be
you're
informative.
cracking jokes.
Like
on
I
somebody.
love Eddie
I have to be
Griffin.
informative, Courtney.
Eddie Griffin is awesome.
Very informative.
I love him. He's
Very
definitely
informative.
informative.
Are you though?
He always
You know
keeps
I
me
am.
laughing.
He's
And I
pretty
love
informative.
it.
I watch him. I
He
follow the
is.
guy. I follow
You
the
know
guy,
I am.
Mr. Chambers. He's pretty informative.
You know I am.
He has some stuff.
He
He has some
watching.
points.
You talking about Hugh?
Go
Yeah.
back down there.
He has some points.
Oh yeah, Hugh has all the good
He got
points
points.
that you
You know I
need
know.
Not always, but he has
for
points.
the
Hey,
hood.
and look, and it's always
when it's
something
coming to
for,
the hood, he got you good.
but it's
connection.
always something that we can talk about.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
conversation. He know how to get a conversation started.
Yep.
That's true.
It's gonna keep going.
Yeah.
I will say you're the funniest one in the room, so
That's
you
good.
got that. You got that going for you, I
Thanks.
guess.
Dang, don't knock his stuff.
Don't
over
act like
now.
that.
She just
No,
keeps
no, no.
on giving him.
The hand sanitizer is good.
Now, what did y'all think about Deion Cole's look to
Man.
the award show?
Watch the
Who
mic.
is
With
that?
Comedy show?
Fix
you
the
ever
mic,
seen
Hugh.
Blackish? The
Yes.
guy that sits
I
in
watched
the room
Deion
with
Cole's
Anthony Anderson.
Comedy show.
He's
And
the
what
only
did
other
Deion
black
Cole
guy
say?
in the
Man,
room.
he
it's been a
funny
minute,
as hell.
guys.
Oh, what you
I
talking
think
about?
it's very funny. But what did you
He
think
got-
about those bell bottoms? Did you think he
I
was
didn't see
looking
the-
gay?
On
I
what?
didn't see the bell bottom.
Do I need to show you?
On what show?
Show me.
Give me a bottom.
On what show?
I'm on
He
the
be on
podcast
Blackish,
thing.
but he showed up to
Oh.
the. You can still get off. He
Oh,
showed
okay.
up to the awards show with bell bottoms on.
Oh, okay.
So what?
But and he showed a rock star who did the same thing before.
It
But
doesn't even
people
matter.
was
Oh, yeah.
dogging him like, oh, that gay.
I mean, you know, people just
Oh,
think everybody
wow.
gay
Blah,
now.
blah,
Everything
blah.
is gay now.
Foxy was a
Everybody's
song,
gay
was
now.
was a band that had
No
bell
matter what
bottoms
you do,
on.
you gay.
And that's what he was trying
If
to.
you do anything outside of what everybody likes, you
and
gay.
it was an outfit, but it was. I think the time
They
it
need
was
to shut
bad
the
due
fuck
to
up.
the
People need to shut the
society.
fuck up because everybody isn't gay. You know,
That's true.
everybody just because they feel like
Big
being
Trendy
eccentric
word.
or somebody might be metrosexual. I mean, what's wrong? He was being funny. He wants you to talk about him.
Was he?
Let me see.
The thing nowadays in reality is if you can become part of the conversation,
I
you
just don't like them.
you can stay
It
relevant.
don't give me that back.
Let me see.
I
If
just
you
don't
can
like
stay,
'em.
if you can stay part of the
He in the
conversation,
middle.
Oh, it's crazy.
he's crazy.
But
Hey,
let me
you
show
having
you.
fun.
The
Let me show you.
70s.
Yes,
That's
what
what
I
I'm
said.
saying.
70s men wear bell bottoms all
70s,
the time.
Yeah.
Give me-
Up them
Let me show you.
With the
Was killers.
Yes.
with the platform shoes.
Yes.
And then
And
slit
look at
your
this.
throat with a
It's
knife.
right
Yeah,
in the
they
back.
wouldn't shoot
Or
like
pop,
And the
or
open
pop
vest.
you with a
But the
32.
white boy had the same outfit on.
With a Saturday
Who was
night
that?
special. You get shot with a Saturday night special.
You
did
get
back
got
then.
it.
No, they shit
That's,
you back then. Saturday
you
night
feel me?
special.
Harry Styles.
Yeah.
The 70s.
70 Saturday night special. What they had
White
back then.
boy
cuz.
got
Back
it
up.
on, and it ain't
Yeah.
Had
like
2
this.
bullets.
But he
But-
getting
And look,
But
wouldn't even
he's-
hesitate. Wasn't none of that talking, punk ass nigga. None of that. Bow. Just bow.
I just think his
You ever watch
thighs-
some of them old black and white
his
movies?
thighs just
Hey,
look
Them
too
black and
bad.
white movies, they punch you in your face. Shut up. Bow.
Look,
Nigga, shut up, nigga. You know that.
Oh, I saw that.
Those
fuck it is.
thighs just look
You
too
want to do
thick
this shit like gangsters?
Well, you
compared to
know.
Or you want to do this shit
compared
like
to the
gentlemen?
white boy.
Yeah, of course.
You
'cause,
gotta say
know,
something
he's
about
thicker.
Sweet
He's
Water.
a black man.
That's why it's
Jive
probably
ass.
looking
Sweet water,
feminine.
baby.
They're like, you
Jive
thick,
ass.
nigga.
Jive
Damn.
ass, motherfuckers.
You too thick for them bell
These
bottoms.
jive ass niggas up in here think I'm a punk.
No, you know what?
That's how they used to tell you.
You know
Jive,
what?
turkey.
You know what my favorite thing is?
Can you dig it?
Can you
My
dig this?
favorite.
you
Listen,
dig
my
it?
favorite.
You dig
Oh, my favorite one is when I heard this. You ever seen The Hateful Eight?
Yeah, I saw that.
haven't.
Or just
You got to watch that.
when he
With
said,
Samuel Jackson.
yes, when he, then the girl goes, say, talk that sass, nigga. Now that it was crazy.
Not that.
Talk
I watched
that
some
sass.
some 70 shit. The
That's
other
why I
day.
say, like, he
Did they
think
say
he,
that? Like, talk
he
that
didn't say,
sass.
he didn't say sass, but he did say, pay you. Bitch, I ain't paying you. I'm Joe Blow. You ought to pay me.
I saw that.
You remember that?
yeah.
I'm Joe Blow.
Oh
You
my
ought to be
God.
paying me.
Ignorant.
I
my
said,
God.
damn.
That's how
I
they
got to be,
doing.
when I wake up in the morning, I got to go out and be as cool as Joe Blow. And tell motherfuckers, pay you. Nigga, you ought to be paying me. I'm Joe Blow.
Why the voice though?
That's the way he
That's-
sounded on that.
He was getting
Was that on
dressed.
Dolomite, ain't it?
That was on,
That's Dolomite,
It
ain't it?
sound-
was it
like
Dolomite
it.
or was it the Mac? I think it was the Mac.
Right.
Oh, that's the
Yeah,
Mac.
it
That's the
probably
Mac.
was the
I
Mac.
am Joe Blow.
I'm Joe Blow. Pay you. You ought to be paying me.
Yeah, that was Joe Blow.
I said, damn, Joe Blow was
it.
cold as hell.
All the movies back then was
Takes
cold when they
notes.
say that shit.
Exactly.
You
Wait,
taking
did-
notes.
did
He
Take
said, I
notes.
know who you are, Deputy
Another one.
Commissioner
Do y'all
Reardon.
remember when
Fuck you.
Goldie and Pretty Tony got into it?
Oh, yeah.
That was a classic argument. I know y'all probably like, who?
He said,
Yes.
Goldie
No,
and
I
Pretty
remember.
Tony.
I just don't
They were
remember
two
the
pimps.
argument.
And the girl
He
was
said
like, she
19
walked
plus
in, she
5,
was like
5
this-
plus 50, 15 plus 25,000. 25 plus 5,000 times 2. Motherfucker, can you buy that?
And then he was just like, the girl chose him. So basically, there was two pimps, and they was arguing over the hoe. That's what she was at the time. I'm sorry. That's what that was.
Yo,
That was
these
their
hoes
product.
chose
Okay,
you.
anyway, go
Uh-huh.
ahead.
And then-
That's the
I'm
way the
listening.
name of the
And
game.
then he was like,
That's
she
how it
had
go.
chose.
But see,
She
people
was
don't
leaving
even.
Mr. Pretty Tony. He was like, I made 120,000 off this hoe, and I ain't touched her in 2 years. And then she
walked in.
chose. It was like choosing is like the worst thing a girl could do. Like, what? You chose somebody else other than me? And I'm your pimp?
Yeah, they don't
And
like
she
that.
She chose Goldie.
He was fly.
Oh my god.
And
He
then
was
she was like, do you remember me, baby? He was like, you ain't got to do all of that. He
Mm.
was like, I have to lose all the cells in my brain to forget a pretty face like you. I was at the crib writing that shit down.
I bet
you was doing
were.
the-
I was in the 5th grade. I
He was
writing
doing the
that
Eddie
shit down.
Murphy Dolomite.
Yeah, learning that shit.
I said, I have to lose all the cells in my brain to forget. Hey, rewind that.
Never rewind that.
Pretty
Yeah, it was a VCR
face like yours.
Like when you did
That was
with
the
tape,
VCR.
when you was trying to remember.
hate
the
He
it.
said, hey,
lyrics.
bitch, what is you doing? Get over here. He was like, look now here, Mr. Pretty Tony. Your bitch just chose me.
Now you know the name of the game.
Yeah, we can either get into some gangster shit or we can handle this like gentlemen. Pretty Tony was so mad he slapped another motherfucker. He didn't even slap
'Cause he
Goldie.
knew he couldn't
Because my
slap
man
him.
laughed. He was like, nigga, what you laughing at?
But you remember that part?
Learn to speak
My
when
dogs
spoken
like
to.
you.
I
nigga.
love that part, but you know who I love who said it when Snoop Dogg said it on the Boondocks. Now that was funny with the little girl.
They need to
with
bring the
white
Boondocks
guy.
back.
Did you
I
see
thought they
Snoop Dogg
were.
Pimp movie?
They need to bring the Boondocks back.
What? Yeah,
That
I
was the most
did.
one
That
of the
was
most
my
informative
shit when he was
cartoons I had
Corday.
ever
I
fucking
swear
seen.
they
Yeah.
were.
I swear they was.
He said the same thing. Y'all
I love
hoes
information.
chose me. Remember
where he got it
that
from.
on the
That's where he got it
Boondocks?
from.
That was so funny with the little girl.
Those
She was
just
selling
classic
lemonade.
70s.
Classic 70s.
Yeah,
And
okay. Listen
Deion
up.
Cole wore
Aaron
bell bottoms.
Magruder's The Boondocks reboot is coming to HBO Max with a 2-season order. The new series will debut in fall 2020 with a 50-minute special followed
that's
by
sweet.
24 more episodes.
You know why I never seen that? I never
Yeah.
seen that show, but you know why I gotta watch it?
You never seen it
I
at
never
all?
seen
Uncle
Not
Ru-
one
Uncle Ruckus.
episode?
You know why I gotta watch it?
Uncle
Because I
Ruckus.
heard it's somebody on the show named Huey and Riley.
Oh
Yeah, that's
my
the- that's
god.
Like me and my son.
That's the kid's name.
That's
Aw.
crazy.
That's old girl from that's old girl
Regina King.
I gotta watch
Regina
that.
King.
Yeah,
Like
Regina King.
Huey and Riley. What's
Yeah, that's the
chances of that?
brothers,
That's me and my son.
brother and sister.
I gotta
think.
watch that show now.
Oh wow!
You
He
late.
felt some related.
I said,
some
oh, this
related
show is
situation.
too cool.
Oh my god.
The show
Okay,
is
so
cool anyway.
I know this
though,
is
low-key.
I never seen
unrelatable
it. I gotta see
to
it,
what
though.
we talk
Boondocks.
about, so but we are vicarious. So I'm gonna live. You're gonna give y'all a little something I did the other day, right?
Hey.
So I go to Benihana.
Benihana.
Okay.
Okay, no, you know,
Garlic
this experience
sauce.
beautiful. I want to go get me some.
Garlic butter.
You know the
Hibachi.
experience of
Oh, it's
hibachi.
so fucking
Hibachi.
You
good.
know, Asian
Yes.
person cooking my food, and Deontay walks out.
Oh, you didn't know that. You ain't know they was switching it up like that. these days?
Deontay.
Deontay, Grandma.
Wilder.
Shit. Right. That's-
Water.
You know why I'm
Courtney.
looking at you.
Deontay
You know
walks out
why I'm looking at you.
Deontay
you
walks
know
out
why I'm looking at
and says,
you.
"Oh," he said, "Look," and he says, "I got you, bro."
Mm.
I said, "What did this?"
I've been going
This
here
is
for 10
Benihana.
years.
Is this Benihana's?
Benny Brothers.
This is nigga Hana.
This is Niggy Hana.
Niggy.
Niggy Hana.
This is nigga Hana here.
They didn't change Benihana's to
Benny
Niggy
from the
Hana.
Block Hana.
Now I come to Benihana for the ching 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 ching
Stop.
ching ching ching
Stop.
ching.
He still gave you a little treat.
I mean,
there.
look, I know,
He
no,
did his
look,
thing.
no disrespect to Deontay because he could cook. He did cook good. The knives worked and everything. You know what I'm
The
saying?
knives.
The knives worked. They
Knives
was, you know,
out.
everything was good. But
Knives out.
it was just like, okay, like when I go to certain restaurants, I go for a reason.
Right. The experience.
This is weird. I go to Benihana's.
You-
I
you
want
have
to
a
see an
certain-
Asian man.
You have a certain
Ching, ching, wing, wing, ching,
expectation
wing, wing.
Right.
walking in.
You want to
That's
see
what-
Japanese?
I want to see a Japanese man, an Asian man cooking, or Asian female cooking
That
my
don't mean
food.
that it's authentic, but go off.
That's just me.
Go off.
That's just me.
Don't mean it's
True.
authentic. Go off.
Well, it's Benihana's. It's not
Yeah.
authentic. It's a food chain, so it's definitely
Yeah.
not going to
Right.
be
Yeah.
authentic.
It's
Okay,
definitely-
But
so
it's
then
just
why
for
does
the
it matter?
The
Yeah, because the
experience.
He wants the Benihana experience from 1994.
I don't want nigga.
I don't want niggy.
I want,
I get it with
I
the
saw that,
Finko
though.
for
When
that.
I went that one
if
time
I go to
and I
Tokyo,
saw that, I was
is
like,
there a
yeah.
place called Dave's where like there's guys that look like me, like just grilling steaks?
Bagger
No.
Daves. Bagger Daves.
No, they got their own guys back there. They got their own people.
Flipping burgers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, it was just
Just
a
like
hell of-
when I went
it
to
was
a
I-
KFC, and no disrespect to
Oh
no other
my
cultures,
God.
and saw somebody from Middle Eastern descent there, I was like, hell no. Hell no.
Hey,
at
I'm
KFC,
not eating no chicken.
just like
from
if
here, and it's
I don't go to Bucharest because they got good swarmers that's from the Middle Eastern. I go there because they got nice looking women
Nice
back
booties
there.
back
But
there.
they do
Oh
that on
my
purpose.
Oh no! You, I
They
mean,
have real nice asses.
I
They
feel like
do
your
that on
priorities
purpose.
might be wrong because that
Right.
chicken shawarma is the shit.
Yes,
Yeah, but it ain't the best one I ever had.
Really?
No, it's not the
Grow
best
up.
one.
Oh, I
Where
will.
y'all
I will.
go?
I will
Al
argue with you on
Sultan,
that
Al
one.
Sultan got a good one.
Al
Okay.
Sultan.
Tell
El
me
Sultan
some
got
more.
an excellent one.
Okay,
Okay, but
that's
Bucharest
in
But
makes-
Bucharest-
They
That's
make
in,
them so
Al
big.
It's
Sultan.
one
They're
in,
huge.
And then they got
Dearborn
And
Heights.
Courtney's a size queen, so that
I
matters.
am a size queen.
And then-
Size does matter.
even in
For my
is
food.
that Garden City? On
Hi,
Easter
Auntie
Road?
J.
Yeah, that's
And-
Easter Road. No, that's Dearborn Heights.
Easter
Garden
Road
City.
and, Cherry Hill.
That's Garden City.
That's Garden City.
Yeah.
What is that called?
That's Al Sultan.
No, not that one. That's not Al Sultan right there.
That's Al
What's
Sultan.
what's next to the Pantheon then?
That's
Oh,
Lashish.
Marinara.
Lashish.
Oh,
Lashish.
Lashish.
I like a little shish kebab.
Lashish.
Lashish is all right.
Lashish is amazing.
Not
Yeah, they are
Bucharest.
I thought
It's
No,
they
it's not
closed
Bucharest.
The
down.
shawarma is
Lashish
amazing.
is all right. They're not as Bucharest.
I
to
love
me.
them.
Like I like Al Sultan a little better.
Bucharest
Than.
first.
But
have
see
Bucharest.
myself, I don't eat the shawarma
Yes,
from
they got
Bucharest.
the girls.
Why?
No, dude,
I
I've had,
eat the-
I've had,
I
like,
eat their
so
chicken
like on
quesadillas.
Mondays, this place doesn't
Like I
open
just
till
had the
That
veggie
veggie-
one a
oh
couple
my
days
God.
ago.
Like,
It was good.
like on Mondays, this place doesn't open till
What the-
4.
that
So the
bread they
restaurants
making on
aren't
that
open.
motherfucker,
But like
boy.
we've had clients
They
here, like in the
snatching
For
afternoon.
real,
Dude,
theirs
I've
is
had
good. That's the only
Bucharest
thing I get from there.
DoorDashed to me here.
They-
I love they
I mean,
quesadillas. They
It's
make the best
quesadillas.
quesadillas.
But I don't
want
want to keep door
Ain't
dashing
gonna
because the
lie.
girls ain't gonna bring
They
it.
good.
No, the girls won't deliver.
That'd be nice,
No
Bucharest.
Grubhub.
if the
Go to the
girls
strip.
deliver.
Go to
Hopefully they don't
Hooters,
get-
bro. Like,
Hooters
what you
don't. They don't have no asses at Hooters.
Girl,
They don't even have titties no more.
85. Got
Dude,
They're
nothing.
out of Hooters at Hooters.
You can be a
last
guy and work there.
Yeah, the last time I went to a
They got a
Hooters,
discrimination.
dude, I wish I
lawsuit.
was kidding when I
I
said
wish
this.
I was dead the last
The
Hooters I
two
went
waitresses that were in our
to.
section
It was 70.
were pregnant. And when I say
Oh,
pregnant,
hell no.
I mean like, ma'am, should you still be on your feet right now? Pregnant.
Man.
9 months.
Listen, the last time I went to
They
Hooters,
like, I
baby
need
owls.
every check for
She's
this
got some
baby
baby
drive.
owls.
listen, the
Need
last
every
time I
dime
went
for
to
this
Hooters,
baby
my
drop.
head was down. I was thinking I was finna hear a woman's voice. What's up, young man?
We
Man.
have-
Do you want what would you like today? I'm like,
Man,
Liz,
it's Hooters.
that's
Man,
what
what
it
you
is.
doing here?
Hooters, who are you?
You should be cooking the Hooters.
I'm finna hoot you out of here.
Not bringing.
need
The
some
hell you
hooch.
doing in here, man?
You need to go grab some hooch.
He
That's
had
what
on
the
an
fuck you-
orange T-shirt, man.
Oh my God.
I I don't want that
Hooters
shit.
ain't Hooters no more.
Nah.
Fuck these
it
wings
ain't.
and fuck you.
Hooters not got long. You got to be
Jeremy?
in somewhere like. No, you know what took over? It should be Twin Peaks has a lot of. It's like the new Hooters to me.
I've never
Oh
heard
yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
Twin Peaks.
That's the
and
new
Troy.
Hooters.
There's Twin Peaks, and then what was the other one? Tilted Kilt, or as we like to
I've
call
never been
it,
to the Tilted Kilt.
Scottish
I
Hooters
saw the
or
Tilted
Scooters.
Kilt. They're pretty.
I've been to
we
Twin
call, we
Peaks.
call it
I've been to Twin
because
Peaks in Florida.
it's the little plaid kilt skirt and the
Yeah.
so we call it Scooters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twin Peaks. They wear the checkerboard socks with the Timberlands.
That's
and
lumberjack Hooters.
and the lumberjack
Or
shirt
looters.
that's like right here
Looters.
What?
with the little gray
Looters.
shorts. With the little gray
Girls
shorts.
wearing that?
Yeah, it's
What's
all
going
good.
on?
That's like a porn fantasy.
It's called Twin Peaks. It's a good restaurant too. Good
Yeah,
food.
it's,
Seen that on porn.
I've been to the one in Florida a bunch of
well,
times.
the one
I
in
seen
Madison
that
Heights is
outfit
pretty
on
good. It's
porn.
like
I've been to one a few
14. Is it 14? No, I think it's 12 mile
Wow.
because it's right by Micro Center.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like
12 mile and 75
Yeah.
right
Okay.
there, across from the mall.
Y'all went more places around here than me.
Cause you don't get around.
you-
I be getting around.
I
We
mean,
get
you're a hood dude,
around.
man.
I
Me
go
and
places,
Dave,
I
and
just
I
don't
don't
go
even
to
know
the
about
I've been to the
Courtney,
hood.
but I know me and Dave be all
I know I went to the hood.
I go everywhere.
And I left.
Exactly, me too. I be all
I leave
over.
a lot.
Yeah,
I'm from his same neighborhood, but
Lately,
I
I've been keeping
He
myself.
He
in
don't
this
leave.
He
area.
get his life.
I get my life.
And what is that about people
Yeah.
not
Stoop kid.
Yeah, he
exploring?
likes to stoop. I'm trying to get
Other
my
areas.
I
When
lived
I
a lot
went
of
back for my
places,
high
man.
school reunion, so I grew up, and this is a little redundant, in middle of nowhere, New Hampshire.
But he knows every fucking thing.
Probably 90% of my class never moved more than like 10 minutes away.
Oh
See,
my
I've
god!
lived different
And I'm
places.
like,
I've
I
lived
barely
in
made it
New
out of this state without killing people.
Exactly.
How?
Damn.
How could you stay? That's how I feel about Inkster. Like most of the
I
people I,
love
know
the
from
town
Inkster,
still, though.
they
go.
still there or they're still in the
she go.
Don't do it.
surrounding
She
cities
better.
like Romulus,
She's so
Westland,
happy to leave.
and they.
She stunned on us today. We didn't even know the
She
drinks
just
come
stunned us.
large.
Wow.
She did us with the
I've been
cocktail?
down here 13.
Did she hit us with the
years.
cocktail? You
Yeah.
fucking
Sorry.
bums. Give me a cocktail. These guys
I
want
need
fucking
more
shots.
out of
you
life,
bum boys.
okay? Than the fucking
These peasants.
These little peasants want shots.
Gracie's.
I didn't even know it came in a
Little
cocktail.
pizza place out
Ah.
in Michigan. I need more
Listen,
than
I'm
that.
from Inkster, guys.
Okay.
But I've lived in
I
Florida.
love Inkster.
I've lived in Arizona. I've lived in New Jersey. I've
Never
lived
met
in
a city like
Missouri.
it.
Me
So
either.
I've been to a few places.
It was
I've
really
I love the
good.
town.
visited New York.
I'm from the
visited
east side of
Cali.
Detroit, so I really have to
But-
sit back and say to myself that out there, that town has taught me a lot. It's a lot going
Yeah.
on.
I'm
but
from
one thing
Macomb,
it has taught me. It taught me values. It taught me
Yeah.
how to
Family
grow up.
values.
It taught me how to grow up. It taught me how to, not
It
take
taught me work
everything.
ethic.
Yeah, because if you don't work, you don't eat.
That city
You
taught
know,
me work ethic.
Work ethic. If you
It's a
don't
lot of
work,
people that are great.
I feel
have
like
great
people
work
be
ethic
front.
there.
yeah, because it's like it could be the smallest dude, the dude that's doesn't
Yeah.
have a lot going on. He
Yeah.
got something
He
going
got
on
good-
though,
he got
Right.
good
and
work
it'll
ethic.
teach you like, damn, he got 3 kids, he got an apartment, he got a house.
It's a
How
guy.
is he
I can't-
making
I'm
it
not
off
gonna,
of that?
I'm not gonna say his name, but he's a very intelligent guy, and I feel like he has work ethic. He's an older guy. He doesn't have a car.
But he
lives
get
in Inkster. He owns like 20 houses,
yeah,
and he walks to every house
Wow.
yeah.
to pick up his rent. He walks to every house to fix. He walks to all of those places. He walks.
It's some,
He must be lean.
One thing I can say
He's
is
very
one thing I can say is
And
it's
for
a
an
lot
older
of
man, though.
influential
He's
people
older.
there.
He's
I can't say
older.
that much.
And I think
But
a lot
he
of
has
people,
great work ethic.
you
got
know-
Like my homeboy, he taught me. One of my homeboys, he's to me he's like a martyr in the neighborhood. He taught me that you got to own something out here. You got to be
Yeah.
somebody. In order to be somebody, you got to keep
go.
going. You got to network with Dave. I got to network with Hugh, Courtney, you,
Yeah.
and I sat back for years and I was just a part of what he had going on for a long time. And I'm just an observer.
Yeah.
I sit back. I want
Soak
to
up
learn.
stuff like
I
it's
want to
fun.
soak up what all y'all got.
Right.
Y'all may not see me as we are doing this show. I'm soaking y'all up right now. Y'all may not know it. I soak up what Dave says. I soak up what Courtney says, you said,
I'm
and
learning
what
stuff from
Adrian
everybody.
said. So it's like sooner or later you may see some of your attributes come
Rub off.
off of me.
Yeah.
Like, wow, you did that? Yeah, I did that. I actually got together with somebody and I implemented what you said and did what you were doing. And that shit's pretty cool. That shit fucking working.
Right.
You know what I'm
Work for
saying?
me.
So it's like that's what the part about networking and like the internet, like we get into the reality of that's the new reality.
Right.
Is you able now to
Working.
to work with people that you normally wouldn't work
Yeah,
with.
it's a lot easier
Right.
to
It's a
connect
lot
with
easier
people.
to connect with
Because
folks.
I feel like
you know what I'm
all
saying?
of us are different, but
Yeah.
yet we all came together.
on one base, on one platform. you know, which what they say resonates and grows so many different types of flowers. We can have
Exactly.
dandelions, roses, lilies.
A wildflower
I mean,
bouquet.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's because you don't know
Exactly.
when you put
I
a
just want to know
platform.
how you going to have Courtney be dandelions and Hugh be roses. Like,
Right. The weeds.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Roses
I was
still
just
smell like boo,
speaking
boo,
hypothetically,
boo.
but just you just never
they
know.
did.
You just never know what can come from us.
Yes, they did.
no, it's true. I mean, and that's part of the thing is like you almost have to have your head on a swivel,
Yeah.
and you've
Yeah.
always got to be absorbing, and you've always got to be learning and paying attention to stuff.
You got to be open too.
because you don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, this nonsense is because we got annoyed where we were and we built ourselves a studio. And then people started nagging us about using it.
'Cause-
And we said, all right, let's see what happens. So, yeah, opportunity knocked. But, dude, I've killed myself
So just
to
imagine.
get this to where it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be.
Can you see this?
Yeah. So you have to be open to
Just started
so many
today. I'm
different
like,
avenues
Yeah.
nowadays.
Are you
Like
just starting?
I can't be discriminatory
I just
against.
seen it.
You can't be discriminatory against really too many people
Janet,
nowadays.
you're
Nope.
very
Because it can
informative.
stagnate you.
Janet,
Janet
Well, not
Janet
only that,
Watkins,
That's
you're
my auntie.
But you're cutting yourself
Oh, okay.
off
She
Yeah.
from
Janet.
potential,
She's been
like
giving
potential
us a
streams
lot
of
of
information.
information.
And some
Lots
people
of
don't
info.
want. A lot of people don't want to get those streams of
Janet's my
information.
fave.
That's what's crazy.
So, like,
Does
I was
Janet
telling you
drink?
about the high vibe guys that I was talking with yesterday. Like,
Does
one of the
Janet
things we
smoke?
were talking about was
What does Janet do?
access to information
She's full of enlightenment.
is hard.
Okay.
Like there's so many things out there that I know about that people don't know about, and I don't know
Right.
why they don't know about them.
Yeah.
You know, like they were talking about
A
finding
lot of the
jobs
stuff
and that
that you
kind of stuff.
say, I don't know, and that's why I sit here and listen. Like I didn't know what Comic Con was. I
Yeah.
never heard of it.
Yeah, but you went and did your
Yeah,
your
research.
own research
Yeah.
on it. That's what that's
good.
the
what this is for.
But
Yeah.
that's why we're integrating with different people. So you
Yeah.
can
like
get
just
a feel
imagine
of
if you
different
didn't have this,
V-Life.
what would we be?
Right.
We would
Shout out
probably be at
V-Life.
some fucking
Sitting
whack
at the
ass
house.
I
studio,
wouldn't be
or
doing
we
nothing.
probably wouldn't even came together.
I would have never
Yeah.
met you.
You would have never met each other.
Any of y'all.
Any of
y'all.
us. That's
well,
what's crazy.
Adrian.
You know what I'm saying?
Dave.
Right.
Yeah.
She would have known
It's
me.
real shit.
That's it.
That's
She
just
know
real
me.
shit though.
That's it.
I mean, I'm just saying
No,
it just
and I wouldn't have
Y'all
met
be
you.
Yeah.
Even though I've been in Inkster.
all your life.
Yeah, let me get
You
some
know-
of
your
that
family's
service.
from
Y'all
there.
been beating
Like,
on
come
me.
on, like
And
Especially you.
well, we would have never crossed paths
God knows where her hands have been.
without you connecting with you,
Right.
without you connecting with her, without you know what I mean, all of that coincide, without you knowing about this situation
Finger
that with the
popping.
podcast that you can actually shoot a podcast for a few
Podcast.
bucks.
my research.
You know what I'm saying? Like without having to go through 20, 30 different
Dave
channels.
was a blessing.
Oh man, we got to call
Without dealing
what's
with
the name
somebody's trash
station
attitude.
and try to get
Right.
to
Dude, I
them.
had a
and
guy
they-
call me today, and he was like, oh my God, you're the first place that actually answered the phone.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's a dude that wants to record an audiobook. So, I mean, he's probably going to book like 30, 40 hours of studio time with us.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, this is what we do. Like, we try to be a little bit more professional than anybody else doing stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people reach
Great
out
work
to me
ethic, Dave.
and ask me, how do I, get on? How do I get on? Da, 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 da.
I can't
I'm
tell
more
you.
than happy to share.
share.
Why would
Sorry,
you say I can't?
can't
Because
tell
I
you right
just
now.
so happened, I just was Googling.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Sorry,
okay, let me reach out
Sunshine.
and figure out what's going on up here.
Because
They might
the
get
Dave
him to
was-
steal one of
only
these
reason,
Right
rights.
on.
only reason he doesn't really want to, you sometimes you can't share. Like they say, you got to keep some things to yourself because some people, a lot of
Listen.
people like piggyback off what things that
Some
that,
things
that
are a
possibly
blessing
that
for
Hugh
you.
does, or that we may possibly do together or something.
Some
A lot
things
of
are a
people will
blessing for
come
you.
right behind. Yeah,
Yeah, they
Sometimes
do.
your
Well, and I'm
vision
okay
isn't
with
for
that.
everyone else.
Like, because,
Yeah.
like, dude, like, we're an
That's
open
true.
book. Like,
Right.
when it comes to, like, how we operate, what we do. Like, dude, I've had people like, hey, dude, here's our shopping list when we build out a
need that
studio.
drink.
Go buy it. Go do.
Can I
Here's
purr?
how we do stuff. Go buy. We've had 6 or 7 shows that have decided to go off and do their own
Do
thing.
their own thing.
There's one of them left, and I mean, because that gets back to,
the powers that be.
well, they don't, dude. Like,
You're
we
not
make,
us.
We make this look easy.
Right.
We make it look easy.
But it's
not.
not.
And
not.
that's what I
No.
was telling them. I'm like, I've been
The work
in the
ethic.
engineer part, and it's not easy. If you don't have all your stuff right, if you want it to look and be a certain way, you have to spend
It's
money.
still-
You have to have.
every week I come
the
in here, I see something
technique.
I didn't see last week.
And
Well,
it's not
and
like
I don't know what that
technical
thing is of
difficulties
you.
with having a camera going up, being
or
able to
just,
go
the
mobile.
editing and publishing
What is
shows
that?
and all that stuff that we do
Yeah,
for everybody.
that's
I mean,
timing.
That's time consuming.
consuming.
Yeah, but I mean that's like, those are the improve like
To
we used
set
to have somebody
everything
else
up
doing
to
it.
work like it's
But now
working.
you could do it.
It's
Well, no,
it's
we
job in
had
itself.
like the person that I used to have
Great
doing it was
show.
taking 2 or 3 days to turn stuff around.
Oh.
The person that I have doing it now, dude, by the time I wake up in the morning, this
It's
show will be
done.
live.
Mhm.
I mean, stuff's getting out next day, and I mean, because
Exactly.
that's the kind of stuff we're trying to do for
Right.
people.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. And then one day me and Dave can be partners.
Yay!
You
Oh,
know?
fuck us. That's fine.
No. I'm just thinking on another
She just
level.
showed
You
her
know, I'm
hand.
just thinking
You
on
said what
another
you
level.
said.
She just showed her hand. on
Everybody
us.
don't want that.
She's ready to leave us already.
Mm.
She's
not
got too
last
big
day.
And
already.
when
It's
she
been
get
real
on,
on
she's
the
leave your
time.
ass for a white man.
It's been real. Adrian's leaving us.
Adrian's
dead.
leaving us. She's already big.
And-
Now,
and-
I'm
and
talking
then she
about
went Beyonce.
other things I'm thinking about. Other venues, ventures I'm thinking of.
Without us.
I mean, hey.
It's always your own people.
We always gonna have each other.
We always gonna talk. Hey guys,
And
how
I'm
you
a
doing?
friend-
There's
Just like
no
the Last
I
Supper
in
picture.
team.
Look,
There's no
one time,
I in
I be
Come on this
bringing-
side so we can take the Last Supper picture.
Seriously. Honestly, I should.
Y'all know y'all coming along for the
We
ride.
just took it earlier. That
Then
was
we
the
talked
last.
about this. Then we
Damn,
talked
they
about
say stop
this.
taking pictures, don't they? Pictures will
Then we
fuck you
talked
up in
about
the future.
this.
Damn, that's a
We were
memory.
just talking about The Simpsons on the way here.
That's what we're gonna have to go look at The Simpsons. Yeah, there you go. Adrian leaves.
Adrian
the
was
life.
leaving.
On The Simpsons. It's always true on The
Episode 5,
Simpsons.
1993.
Nah.
The trip to Simpsons always make
She
it
left
true.
in 2020.
Yeah.
She
they
left in
said
February 2020.
February 2020. She really
on
was
the
true.
leap year.
On the leap year.
She left us on the 29th. It was over. 28th, we had a good show. The 29th, she quit. She left 28th.
We seen her
Her
on
and Dave's got
MTV.
their own podcast now.
We seen her on
Right.
VH1. You seen her on BET. But you haven't seen her with her friends
Dare
since
to be
then.
Dare to be different. Dave and Adrian.
Dave, you
New
need to
show.
give us a
Look,
reality
look.
show so we can be fake.
She's the Beyonce of the group.
Oh wow! No, she didn't.
She
I
left
can't
us.
believe you.
No, she didn't.
I'm Latoya Luckett.
Yes!
I got my own album.
Kelly Rowland.
And my Kelly Rowland. And,
Damn.
I'm definitely Michelle. I'll take
Michelle.
it. I'm definitely
yeah,
Michelle.
because you're a century. She went to gospel music.
That's not me though.
But
Singing
you-
for the Lord.
Well, we know that.
Singing for the Lord.
Yeah, we've been following you quite some time. We
She
know
just
that's
because
not
she
you.
says "Oh God" a lot doesn't mean she
Yeah.
sings
Oh
gospel.
God. Oh my God. OMG.
Oh, my.
The pastor on
Guy.
Wilson.
Oh,
Talking about
Pastor Wilson.
She got a Pastor Wilson situation.
You need to stop.
You know,
Pastor Wilson.
Pastor Wilson.
Girl, you know you came up
He
in the
preaching
church.
every
You've
Sunday,
been looking
baby.
good for the last five
We
Sundays.
need some
You need to come back into my corridors and have a
my
talk with me.
corridor.
Get closer to God.
I
Get
always
closer to
wanted
God.
be a pastor
We're
when I
gonna
was
speak in
growing up.
tongues tonight.
Get
gonna
closer
say
to
it.
God. Tell him what you mean. Talk to his friend.
Come over in here.
Come here. Talk to his
You want to
friend.
get saved?
Talk to God's friend.
Oh.
Won't he do it?
Now,
They baptize you.
I
Won't
really
he do it?
believe
Amen.
that
Won't
his
he do it?
congregation
Amen.
got bigger.
His congregation just got big.
I
Well, and
really
that's
believe
that's the
it
sad
did.
thing.
Hell
Like, so you look
yeah.
at
I want to go to
negative
the church,
news.
see what's going on.
Dude,
Negative
Target
news.
gets hacked. Their sales go up.
Yeah.
Tylenol friggin' killed people. They're
Sales-
the mainstay of the industry. You know, you've got it's
iPhone make a phone every 6 months.
it's that short attention span theater. Like you forget why you're supposed to hate somebody.
Gucci. Supposed to hate them.
And so
Gucci right now,
everybody
Somebody
comes
Montclair.
overdoses on heroin.
Montclair.
heroin sales go up.
Heroin sales go up. That's just a no.
If the heroin is good,
Good.
you have to. Somebody has to die,
Yeah.
and then that's
somebody
when the sales
dies.
go
Somebody
up.
Yep.
overdoses. Heroin sales,
Sales
go through
go
the
up.
roof.
Huh?
They want you to die.
Well, I don't know because I thought it's been going down since fentanyl. 'Cause
No,
people
now they
said
want. Now they want
They don't wanna
fentanyl.
They,
die.
they want to die.
Now they want the fentanyl.
He died? Oh man, let me have that.
Let me
stuff.
have that. That's
I've
the same
been
thing he
seeing
had.
people quit.
I ain't gonna die.
They
You got the
like, I
same
ain't
one?
trying
Yeah.
to die.
You got the same one you got.
He said, well, you got
Booger
the same
sugar.
one.
You got that one, Adrian. You got that one, Adrian. Oh no, that one Adrian had over there wasn't. I
Ain't
tried.
nobody died on first
Ain't
time.
nobody died off that yet. You gotta
Oh,
die first.
Nobody
That's
died.
sick.
Ain't
Sick.
that sick? You gotta
That's
die.
sick. I don't want to die to get high.
I like we was on the way, like we was me and Hugh we was on the way.
Talking.
Me and Hugh on the way here today. We talking. Ain't it crazy how I don't know if y'all know this, but you know like you ever been around a crackhead, a blowhead, a heroin head fan,
Yeah.
and they say, oh, I want to hit that weed.
He don't want to smoke
What you
weed.
mean you don't want to hit this weed?
Crack
I used to
heads
smoke
don't
weed
like
back
I
in
used
the
to smoke
80s.
weed back in the. Ooh,
Yeah.
that
That ain't
weed will
nothing.
fuck me up, man. You smoke crack. What do you mean that weed
Listen,
gonna mess you up?
listen,
People,
weed
they
will
will
mess
say
you up.
It
weed
lasts
will
a lot
mess me
longer.
Well,
up.
but it's so like different drugs hit you differently, like
Yeah.
the same way that
Yeah.
different alcohols hit you differently.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, I can drink vodka all night long and be fine.
But that cognac.
You start throwing,
Ooh.
yeah, you throw a cognac at me, you
Patron
throw a
got
scotch
Viagra in
at
it.
me, you throw tequila at me.
How that scotch?
The night's
man?
gonna
Y'all
get
don't
rough.
see me down here drinking.
That's a sweet drink,
Patron?
isn't it?
No.
That shit got
Scotch is
Viagra
what,
in
like
it.
that?
Scotch,
something like
it's got
that?
it's got a
Cognac-ish?
bite and it's
I need
no, it's
that.
got smoky. Scotch
But
is
like-
Spicy.
Ciroc?
Yeah, it's no
I
smoky.
black out.
It's got like
Smoky.
a little bit of a bite.
Like
Depending on depending on which
That's-
kind you buy.
That's Maker's Mark and
Blue
stuff
Dog
like that,
Ciroc?
right?
It's a bourbon.
I
Yep.
believe
But
So
like
bourbon is scotch.
no. So bourbon is bourbon.
Anything else is
So
cool.
scotch is a whiskey.
Right.
Ciroc,
So,
Scotch is
so
a
there's whiskey, and then so technically it is only Scotch if it is aged and barreled and made in Scotland.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So you've got whiskey
Not
and you've got scotch,
Scottsdale's
two different
guys
things.
Okay.
in Arizona.
So yeah, I mean
Scotland.
it's like there's a like Lafrague. Like you take a drink of that, you might as well have a
Scottsdale.
bonfire in your mouth.
Damn.
Like it's that smoky.
Turn
And,
that
yeah.
shit down.
Please.
Where was that drink that you had from the other day that you said it's gonna close?
Like Dewar's is Scotch.
Okay.
No, I'm talking about where is that place you said
Oh,
was
yeah.
closed
What's
down?
in
Harson's
here?
Island.
She said pour her some in there.
Let me taste some scotch tonight.
I down there want to see.
I feel
what-
like I'm on
Scotchy.
Talking about the
Titanic.
gin.
I feel
That
like I'm
was
on
gin,
Titanic.
That was
wasn't it?
Harson's Island, the gin.
So where's
Yeah.
Scotch tape?
Oh, he
from?
gonna give me a
This is Scotch.
shot? Dave, you being stingy?
Well, I don't want to overdo it on you.
Okay.
You can't handle this
All right,
shit.
all
This
right,
is
all
real
right.
shit.
Adrian,
You might
girl.
be right.
Yeah,
might-
man, you
give
dare
me
to
my
be
cup,
different.
Hugh. Come on.
You dare to be different, girl.
Pop the shot.
Can I smell it?
No. Sure.
I just want to smell it.
Don't get no boogers in there.
Yeah, so there's the difference. So
Woo!
Jack Daniels,
Yeah, that's
Whiskey.
It's a whiskey. Doers
King
is
and
scotch.
Tennessee.
Scotch.
Ooh, give me my cup, Hugh.
I
want
like
some
that
ice.
Jack Daniels is sweet.
I like the honey jack
Honey Jack.
Yeah.
with a rum chata.
With a rum chata shot.
chata.
Well, so like me, so like we do
That
like I
sounds
keep
nasty.
Baron Jaeger in the studio in Royal Oak in the freezer.
I like Jaeger.
Yeah. Jaeger
so
bombs.
Jaeger's Jaeger,
Ooh, this
Baron
tastes
Jaeger
like,
is honey bourbon.
I ain't
And
hip to
so like
that.
and laughable, we actually started keeping it around the studio because like if you've got a sore throat or if you've got a little bit of a
Yeah.
cough,
Cock-
you take a
Boom.
shot of
Knock
that,
it
and you're
right
good for
out.
the next 2 hours.
This tastes
Wow.
like medicine too. I ain't lying.
You gotta pop it. You was supposed to pop that.
Baby, so I could be froze somewhere like
Yeah, no, you don't. No, you don't. Yeah, no, you.
She's
I had to
gonna-
get a
she's-
sip.
Well,
Gotta
She's gonna
wet
have to
this
make a
lip.
call when she leaves here.
If you would have popped it, you would have been
Somebody's
done.
Because it'll, yeah, dude.
calling.
Scotch, like I said, Scotch
Creep up
typically
on
has
you.
a bite.
Somebody's calling.
It's got a little after
Yep.
situation going on.
Let's take
I'm gonna need some
that
something.
long
It'll
walk
smell
Some
good.
ginger ale in there.
Bam,
Smell.
bam,
after.
It's a little bit
next-
quiet
Here,
thing.
you want some lime?
I got
Want some
some.
lime?
She got about 6 of
Next
them.
week we're gonna be talking about threesomes.
Whoa.
Threesomes?
So get
One,
ready.
two.
Get ready.
Trio.
That topic.
Anybody
One,
had a
two.
threesome?
One of those.
Buckle my shoe. Three,
Courtney's like, I
four.
don't think I can be here next week.
No, Dave.
Turn
No,
up.
I'm feeling a little
Dave.
sick, guys. I'm feeling a
Little sick.
No, not just.
Hi,
Three
Auntie
miles.
Janet.
ready.
Let me rephrase.
6
Not only
nipples.
threesomes far as sexual activity, but just triangle relationships. I just like to throw a flair on there,
Relationships.
you know, a little
Thruples.
flair. A little,
I
yeah.
can't
That's the new,
relate.
that's the new
When
term.
you
Multiple
guys
love.
know
Yes.
the guy got the girl the side
A
girl, you know,
tripod.
like, but y'all love but
A
he
triangle.
loves. Is it such
A
thing to be in love
triforce.
with two
Treyway.
people?
Yeah, you can.
Hugh,
Yeah.
you been in love with two people at the same time.
Have I
Like,
ever been
in
in love with two
love.
people?
Stripper, she run, she run, she run.
What's the song Trey Songz got?
You had to.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
got
I
a
have.
lot.
He was singing that song.
Phone is
Mm.
that?
It's,
It's driving
That's
me
you.
crazy.
yeah.
First
My
off,
phone
don't be
on.
driving me crazy.
Turn your volume down.
My phone not on.
Whose phone is it?
That don't mean the volume ain't up.
It's not mine.
That ain't me. That's yours.
It's yours, bitch.
You the
It wasn't. It was Hugh.
your shit.
That was
Blame me.
Hugh.
Look,
That
you
was
go ahead
Hugh.
and blame me. I'll take it.
That was Hugh.
He has no problem being blamed. He's been everywhere. He's been.
No,
to
we
jail.
Always
talking
throw me under the
about
bus.
They always throw him
triangle
under the bus.
relationships because I am willing and
I'm
open to
living
be
two
in an
different
open
lives.
relationship. Like I don't mind being in an open relationship.
Open
till, like,
meaning what?
meaning like
Meaning,
we have our moments of
Me
you do you,
And
I
then
do
you-
me.
Yeah.
I'm living
Okay.
two
But
different
there's
lives.
an understanding.
One
I
girl
think
in
a
the
lot of
day
people
and
just think
the
it's
night.
And that's what we
casual
want
sex,
to talk
but it's-
about. We
even
want to
though
talk
it's
about
not.
open relationships. I like to say threesomes. 'Cause,
Open.
That's
you
for
know,
next week.
But that's
Open-minded.
Okay, we ain't gonna get into that right now.
not. No.
Okay.
I just want
Let's
y'all to
go.
think
Open-minded.
about
Think
it.
about it. We talking
And if you can,
double
about it.
trouble next week.
If you
If you
had
can,
a
if
trying
double
relationship,
trouble.
let us know a
got,
story.
and if
Can
you
you
guys
hang?
So
can,
you've got 7 days to have one. So that
that's
you
what
can
I was
talk about
saying.
it.
Do it. If you guys can,
I have
have some personal
have a
experience
personal threesome.
on by this date, by next Friday.
Have a threesome off
Hey,
that
so-
tax money.
So have you
Do
guys,
it. Live your life.
Have you guys had threesomes?
You guys,
We're
aren't
gonna discuss
living.
this
Okay,
next
next
We're
week.
gonna
weekend.
discuss this. We
Let
can't
me
spill
shut
the
up.
beans.
Don't
Get your
start.
safe sex.
And cut.
But if you want to go raw, do it.
And cut.
It's not over
It's
yet.
not over
It's not
yet.
over.
We still got
She
like
hates
3
talking about
minutes.
8:30.
We
Is
started
it?
at
We started at
8:34.
7:30.
We started at 9.
We started at almost 7:30.
You're at about an hour 5.
Okay.
I should get going soon because I have to go to a memorial thing.
Let's go.
A memorial tonight.
Memorial.
Wow.
Somebody
A buddy of
passed?
mine died Monday night.
Sorry about
Aw,
that.
Sorry.
Sorry
for
to
your
hear that.
loss.
Rest in peace. Have
Good
you
dude.
guys? This is like a sad note. Have you guys been to the Carhartt with the cursive letters in New York?
No.
Dave, you haven't either. It's a Carhartt in New York, and it's cursive, and it's definitely expensive. Like them, I went into, it's the Carhartt right here,
Yeah.
Second or Cass or whatever.
Yeah,
So
I
I
like
was
that
in New
one.
York, and I went
been
to
in
Supreme.
Yeah, that's where I got this from.
Okay.
It's near Supreme in Manhattan.
I'm
And
gonna have
it
to go there.
said it was all in cursive. So I go in there. I'm like, what the fuck? These prices. No wonder it's in cursive. Because them prices was like
I gotta get some.
I'm still trying
I
to
was
figure out
just
that
letting
idiot
you know
downtown
if you
selling
wanna-
$150 T-shirts. I'm like, who
Exactly.
who is buying a $150
You gotta-
T-shirt?
Off the
I mean,
street,
right.
Dave.
A
Off the
Carhartt?
street.
Other than a
buying
Quick and Bro, like
They
who?
gon- they
Quick
buying
and
it.
I was just
They
giving
doing it.
Hugh some game right
I was
then,
just
you
seeing
know.
some, they
I was
had
just giving him some
500.
game. He wanted to be fancy.
I like people that
He
do
tried.
stuff like that.
It's a cursive.
Why?
Get the new ones.
Crazy.
Because somebody's gonna
Upgrade.
buy it.
Time to
Somebody.
reboot.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an
Exactly.
example. A Nipsey Hussle album. One of his albums was $100 a piece. He sold out.
I mean, when you got fired,
That
you
was
got
on
He bought
his-
fired.
10 of them.
Yeah, that's just starting your.
I
I mean,
want
once
you
you
to
start
get your
your.
cursive Carhartt.
In reality, when you
You
start
on
your
that level
own,
now.
when
I
you
never
start your
even heard
own
of
wave,
it.
you can do that.
It's Carhartt.
You
It's
start your own wave.
I'm just putting you up on a little guy.
Dave got to get out of here.
Yes.
Let's go.
Unfortunately, y'all, we should have been at the Don Diva party in New York today, but we're here.
Don Diva.
Thank
got
you
my
all
number?
for
Mr. Next.
tapping
Thank
in.
you
guys are
guys.
Keep tapping inwardly.
Talk to you
Keep
next
tapping
Friday.
inwardly, as my
Inwardly.
homeboys say. Tap
Tap
inwardly,
inwardly.
please.
Not
Stay
tapping. We don't
activated.
tap
V
in.
life,
We tap inwardly.
Peace.
inwardly.
Peace out.
Peace.
Bye bye.
The Don Diva party was today?
I
In
didn't know
New
that.
York.